Coming to NBC, it's cutting ties with its NFL commentator Shannon Sharpe. The move coming after Sharpe, of course, the Hall of Fame tight end, settled a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and battery.
Right.
It's them young ones that cut.
Yeah.
That'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm independent. I pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss. You the boss by yourself.
I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
You tried to say what you tried to say.
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Shannon Sharpe should have paid attention when Mon'nique told him to leave the younger women alone, because now he's learning the hard way. Remember when he got slapped with that lawsuit a couple months back from Gabriella, who accused him of allegedly SAing her? Well, the case just took a wild turn, and it's messy. Shannon's been fired, and the man's looking at losing millions. Here's the twist that's got everybody talking. Word on the street is, Shannon's pointing fingers at Mon'nique. He supposedly believes she's the reason all this drama is raining down on him, like she somehow set the stage for his fall. But what exactly did Mon'nique do? And are we about to watch Shannon's whole career crumble right in front of us? From the jump, it was clear this wasn't going to be some easy legal battle for him. Gabriella's claims were serious, no doubt about it. Still, nobody saw it hitting this hard. ESPN just cut him loose over the lawsuit, and the timing's insane. He'd only just locked in a big multi-year extension with them a few months before the accusations dropped, so everyone thought he was untouchable. Turns out, not so much. Shannon even went ahead and settled that lawsuit with Jane Doe out of court, and for a minute, folks thought he was finally in the clear. Nobody knows the exact figure, but whispers are saying he dropped a cool $23 million to make it go away. Sure, that's way less than the $50 million Gabriella was gunning for, but still, that's no pocket change. It was enough cash for her to walk away from her OnlyFans hustle immediately. Like, one day she's posting, next day she's gone. Now, Shannon's been holding firm that everything between them was fully consensual, but that settlement raised a lot of eyebrows. And clearly, ESPN side-eyeing the whole situation too, because not long after, they showed him the door. Honestly, with the unsettling details that came out, it's not shocking they didn't want to keep his name tied to theirs. Gabriella claims she was just 19 when they got involved, while Shannon was 54. That's a massive age gap, and it set off alarm bells for a lot of people. To put it in perspective, at that time, Shannon's youngest child was pushing 30, making Gabriella a full decade younger than his kid. So yeah, even if everything was technically legal, the optics here, let's just say they've got people talking. A lot. Now, let's get into the lawsuit, because Gabriella didn't hold back one bit. She first filed under the name Jane Doe, probably thinking she could keep it on the down low and dodge the public spotlight. But that plan fell apart quick. Shannon's legal team clapped back by naming her outright, and just like that, her identity was out there for the world to see. In the filing, Gabriella accused Shannon of trying to control and manipulate her, claiming there were moments where he completely ignored her boundaries and pleas for him to stop during encounters in October 2024 and January 2025. She painted a picture of a relationship where no wasn't respected, even when she says she was crying and telling him to stop. According to her, it all started pretty casually. They met at a gym in LA, hit it off, and ended up in what she described as a consensual relationship that stretched for about 2 years. But she says it took a dark turn, fast. But at some point, according to Gabriella, things spiraled into something way darker. She says Shannon started acting cold, even threatening her safety when she tried to share her location with friends. And that's not all. Gabriella claims Shannon had a thing for recording their private moments. Sometimes she says she gave the green light, but other times, she alleges she had no clue the camera was even rolling. He supposedly told her the videos were just for him, but she accuses him of turning around and showing them off to his friends, which, if true, is wild. Gabriella's story paints a messy picture, but Shannon wasn't about to let it slide without a fight. Through his lawyer, he came out swinging, full denial point by point. And then came the bombshell move. They dropped what they claim are actual text messages from Gabriella herself. Let's just say, once those hit the light of day, things got even messier. These weren't your everyday flirty messages. They were graphic, way past anything PG-13. According to Shannon's camp, Gabriella sent texts saying things like she wanted him to put a dog collar around her neck and choke her while they were intimate, telling him she knew he missed her, and even putting a price tag on certain parts of her body. She also sent over-the-top lines about what she wanted him to do to her and how far she'd go in return. But here's where it really got people talking. Gabriella kept bringing up wanting him to give her a big black baby and repeating it in different ways. The way it was worded had folks raising eyebrows, especially since she's white. The tone came across as laced with some uncomfortable racial undertones, with many calling it full-on race play. It was the kind of thing that had social media lit up with debates and side eyes. Shannon's official statement didn't just deny everything, it went straight for the jugular. His team said, "This lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars in her effort to extract a large financial settlement." They also claim Gabriella presented Shannon with a secretly recorded video of an intimate moment that they insist was fully consensual. According to them, the footage was heavily edited and chopped up to twist the story, making something mutual look like it wasn't, and they weren't done there. The statement kept going, ready to dismantle every claim she made. Shannon's camp came out swinging, saying the evidence shows one thing loud and clear: this was a consensual relationship between two adults, complete with role play, explicit language, and fantasy scenarios that they claim Gabriella specifically asked for. They insist the secretly recorded tape she brought to him during what they call a blackmail attempt was sliced up and stripped of context to make it look like something it wasn't. Shannon flat out denies any coercion or wrongdoing, calling the SA accusation a gross lie, and says he's not about to bow down to what he views as a bold-faced shakedown. But he didn't stop at just a statement. He dropped a video too. In it, he went directly at Gabriella's lawyer, Tony Busby, accusing him of trying to blackmail him. Yep, that Tony Busby, the same attorney who once took aim at Jay-Z in a lawsuit. In the clip, Shannon claimed Busby had audio recordings ready to drop, ones he says were chopped up and pulled completely out of context just to make him look bad. And if that wasn't enough drama, Shannon also said Gabriella and Busby weren't just looking for headlines, they were chasing the bag. According to him, they were gunning for a staggering $50 million.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so.
Then he addressed Tony directly and challenged him to release the full tape.
So, hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty.
At this stage, Tony Busby decided he wasn't staying quiet, and when he clapped back, he came in swinging. He claimed Shannon had actually offered Gabriella a whopping $10 million during mediation to keep her from filing the lawsuit. Busby wrote back in early February, our office contacted Mr. Sharpe on behalf of Jane Doe and broached the subject of a meeting. Multiple conversations took place. Ultimately, a mediation occurred. Sharpe was represented by different lawyers in that mediation. That mediation process went on for more than 6 weeks, ultimately leading to Mr. Sharpe making an incredibly significant offer to settle. However, Doe refused the hefty sum offered by Sharpe and instead filed this case. But Busby wasn't just talking about money. He also tried to undercut Shannon's receipts. He claimed that every single text message Shannon's side released was from before the alleged assault. He wrote, every text that Mr. Sharpe's counsel released today, purportedly from Jane Doe, are dated prior to the alleged brutal incident as set forth in Jane Doe's case. Those texts were obviously released in an effort to distract the public's attention from the allegations in Jane Doe's lawsuit. It won't work. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier, they did. Not long after Shannon dropped his video accusing Busby of blackmail, Busby hit back hard. He released an audio clip where Shannon can allegedly be heard threatening Gabriella, and let's just say, the internet exploded.
I don't know, anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you sit there one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the
Yeah, this is looking real bad for Shannon. After dropping that audio, Tony Busby didn't hold back in his follow-up statement. He wrote that the clip was certainly not playful or harmless. Instead, he called it disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous. Busby claimed the audio made it crystal clear how Shannon allegedly treated Jane Doe, saying it pushed her to flee Nevada and cut off all contact with him. But Shannon's lawyer wasn't about to let that slide without firing back. And this time, he went straight at Gabriella. He said the whole lawsuit reeked of a cash grab, pointing out that she filed her claims just one day before the news broke about Shannon being on the verge of landing a massive $100 million media deal for his Club Shay podcast. According to him, Gabriella knew exactly what she was doing, timing everything for maximum leverage. In his words, it was the classic definition of blackmail, and it clearly worked, since she walked away with a reported $23 million. And here's the wild part. Mon'nique apparently saw all this coming. She had already called Shannon out for his so-called obsession with much younger white women, telling him straight up that he should stick to dating women closer to his own age. Looks like her warning just might have been right on the money.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your and get you an old out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Fast forward to now, Shannon's out of a job. And word on the street is he's pointing the finger at Mon'nique for his whole downfall. The rumor? He believes her interview planted the idea in Gabriella's head to take him to court, figuring the public would rally behind her as a young white woman. In his mind, if that interview had never happened, he wouldn't be stuck in the chaos he's in today. The lack of accountability here is wild, but hey, what do you think? Was Mon'nique just speaking her truth, or did her words spark this whole chain reaction? I want to hear every take, so drop your thoughts in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next big bombshell. See you in the next one.